Techno Learning. In this video, we are going to create Paytm App UI clone. First of all, I request to all of you that please subscribe our channel Techno Learning, and also don't forget to press that bell icon too. After that, coming back to our project, open the Android Studio in your computer or laptop, and you have to click on the first option, start a new Android Studio project. After clicking on this, you will have to select the empty activity from it, and you have to click on next. After that, enter the app name. So I entered Paytm and the language is Java. After that, click on finish. Now the project will be loaded into the Android Studio, and for that the Gradle will be built. Also, the scanning of files index wise will also happen. So as you can see that the project is still loading. Click on close. Okay. So here the project is finally loaded. After that, you have to go to this build.gradle module app, which is present in Gradle script, and in the dependencies part you have to add some dependencies. So I'm on the Google page right now, that is Android card view, Android X card view, and I will click on the first result, and after that the page will load into the browser. Also, I'm having the slower internet connection, so it is taking time. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it is still loading. I'm extremely sorry for slower internet connection. So yeah, it is loaded right now, and as you are seeing in this declaring dependency, and copy this only, just copy it. Now we have copied this, so we move to the Android Studio and we will paste it here, and after that you have to click on sync now, so that the dependencies will be added into your project. You can see that the text size is small. Don't worry about it. I will make the text size or the font size bigger. And now I have to go to drawable folder. That is some images I have to add here that will be needed in our project. You can see that there are various files, so I'll just copy them and paste them in the drawable folder. Don't worry about these files. I have provided the link of these files in the video description. You can download all these images from that link. I have provided that link in the video description. So let me close it and go to the drawable folder and right click or Ctrl B, then I'll paste it, then OK. After that I will overwrite. Okay, so everything is good. As you can see that there are so much of images and XML files, but don't you worry about it. I have provided the download link of these images in form of a zip. You can download that zip file, and after that extract that zip file and you will get these images, and you just have to select all and paste them in the drawable folder. So now we have to make another things, that is we have to make fragments. We will be needed 3 fragments, and we will be creating the blank fragment, and here you have to give the fragment name, and I will name the fragment as home fragment. After that, click on finish. And you can see that it is created. After that, I have to create another same fragment with different name. That is, I'll come into that fragment and choose the fragment blank. Yeah, click on it. After that, you have to give the fragment name here. So this is our second fragment and I'm giving the name as mall fragment. In the Paytm app, you have seen that there are options of Paytm Mall too. So this is for that. And one more fragment is needed. Go to new by right clicking, and after that come into this fragment and select the blank fragment. Give the fragment name as bank fragment. Okay, click on finish. Here you can see that 3 fragments are created along with their XML layouts. So now you have to delete this text view. After that, I will make change to this constraint layout, and instead of this constraint layout, we have to put the drawer layout. So now we have to add some properties to this drawer layout, such as the ID, and I'm setting the ID for this drawer layout as drawer_layout. After that, you have to make fit system window as true, and open drawer will take place from the start. And within this drawer layout, you have to make another relative layout having the width and height as match parent. After that, within this relative layout, you have to add it's not a bottom. Okay, it is not like what I want. It is not happening here. I think there's a missing of one dependency, so I came to Google and searching for Android material design library here, and after that clicking on this first result, that is getting started with material design, and from here you have to add the dependency. As I have told you already that I have a poor internet connection right now, so I'm extremely sorry for that. It takes a little time in loading the page. So here the page is loaded. After that, you have to come to this dependency and just copy it. After copying it, you have to go back to the Android Studio and click on the project. After that, select that Gradle module app and add the dependency here. Control V, that is paste, and after that just click on this yellow bulb and change the version to 1.10 and then sync now. So now you can see that the dependency has been downloaded, and now we can use the component of Android material library. After that, you will be able to get all the subclasses of this library, as the library contains various classes for the XML and Java support. So for this, you can see that these library card view and material are different from each other. Meanwhile, the material library is designed for the purpose of better designing of layouts. Okay, so we will come back to our layout file, and it is activity main, and now we will try to add material library option, that is bottom navigation. So you can see that it is it is, yeah, okay, so it is imported, and after that I have to add the properties for this view, and the properties will be like id. The id I am setting as bottom underscore navigation, and I have to add some alignment and other properties for the better placing of this view. The view is bottom navigation view, I'm referring to it. After that I have to add some background color to it, and here I'm using the Android library color white. Okay, after that I have to give the menu, but since I haven't make the menu yet, so I will come to this drawable and will it's res, and after that I will click right click and then select new resource file, Android resource files, and give the file name as bottom menu, bottom navigation. Okay, and will select the resource type as menu. Don't forget to select it as menu and click on OK. As you can see that the bottom navigation menu is added as the XML. Now you have to edit this, but we will do it later. So now it will be visible within this property of the bottom navigation view. Yeah, and after that I have to add few more things, and that will be added after the bottom navigation view. So the bottom navigation view is completed. Now I have to add a linear layout, and will set the width and height of this linear layout as match parent and match parent. After that I have to add a property that this view, that this linear layout will be placed above the bottom navigation. Okay, so I have added this, and don't forget to add the orientation for the linear layouts, and the linear layout is complete. And within this linear layout I have to add the toolbar. A toolbar is very necessary for our app, and we are using Android X libraries for the toolbar. And I'm setting the width as match parent, and for the height there's a little confusion whether it will be 60, 70. I think it is 60 is better. Yeah, so I have to add the background here, and for the background I'm using an image that I have copied to the drawable folder. I'm telling you again that please download that file. The link is present in the video description. So okay, I have added the ID for the toolbar as toolbar, and the elevation is set up for this toolbar. And after that I'm adding the pop-up theme. It is also present within the style library of the Android, so I have to type it. There are no options to get it, but you have to type it. It takes a little typing efforts, but don't worry. So you can see that it is added successfully. There are no errors, and theme will be added from the base of style, and it is almost the same as and dark action bar. Perfect. So the toolbar is completed, and now after the toolbar I have to add the frame layout, and for the frame layout I'm setting the width and height as match parent and match parent. Also I'm adding the ID for this frame layout as fragment container. So now this frame layout is also completed. As you can see this extra space, so I will remove it, and remove this too. Also there are some more extra spaces. and I keep on removing this extra spaces. So okay, after the closing of the relative layout, you have to make another navigation view, and you have to set the width and height as wrap content and match parent respectively. Also add the id for this navigation view as nav view, and after this you have to set the gravity, but as I can see here that there are no pop-up for the gravity, so let me try it later. And now I am adding the background, and for the background colors I'm using the hex values of the colors. For more knowledge about the hex colors, you have to search on the Google about hex color palettes. And I have added the fit system window as true, and now I have to add the header layout. It is also not yet made, but I will make it later. And now I have to add the item icon tint, and it is also of hex color, and I'm giving the hex value for the color. And for the text color I'm using the Android library color and setting it as black. After that I have to give the menu here, but this menu is different. I have to make this menu too. So it is completed, but we have to add these two things, menu and header layout. We will be adding this in few minutes or seconds. Yeah, so it is almost completed. I'm just checking the closing of these tags, either it is correct or there will be some modification needed for this. Okay, so I have to make another. Now right click on res and select that Android resources and resource type as menu, and here you have to write the name, that is drawer underscore navigation for the new menu, and click on OK. So it is created and the error has been removed, or you have to write this just after the menu, drawer underscore navigation. So now there is a need of the header layout, so we will create the header layout too. So we will right click on the res, and after that you have to select that Android resource file. Just click on this, and after that you have to give the name of the resource file and give it as drawer underscore navigation underscore header. Then you have to select this as layout resource type and click on OK. So we will come into the code part of this header layout, and within the code part, first of all we'll add the header layout to the main activity XML, and here it is added right now. And after that we will try to change some properties like height wrap content, but match parent is better. So okay, we'll come back to this header navigation drawer, and we'll continue with some modifications within this. And for that we'll have to change this constraint layout. So remove this constraint layout, and instead of this add the linear layout. And after this come into the properties part of the linear layout and add the background from the Android library color as white color. And now you have to set up the gravity as bottom and make the orientation as horizontal, and the padding from the left side will be 15 dp. After that you have to add padding from the top side will be 50 dp, and we'll be adding the padding from the bottom side is 10 dp, and for the theme we'll go to the style and we'll choose from the base dot theme overlay dot app compat dot dark. So all okay. There's an error, remove this extra angle. Yeah, after that, within this linear layout you have to add a image view and set the width and height for this image view as 50 dp and 50 dp. Same. Also make the linear layouts height as wrap content. I forgot to change it, so change it now. After that, you have to add some source file for the image view, and that will be this. This is also a part of the drawable photos that I have taken from the internet, and I have provided the download link for it. Download them and place them within the drawable folder. You will not feel any kind of error or problem. So after the image view, we have added the linear layout with properties such as orientation as vertical and margin from start is 10 dp, and within this linear layout add another linear layout with the properties like width and height as wrap content and match parent. After that, you have to add the margin. Sorry, it is not getting. Okay, it was by mistake. Let me add the text view. Okay, I was cloning the previous linear layout. This was my mistake. I'm very sorry for that. So I'm adding the text view. Add these following properties to the text view, and you can see that I have added the text as techno, and the text experience is taken from style as base dot text appearance dot app compat. Okay, spelling mistake. Okay, app compat dot body one. Okay, after that you have to add the text color, and I will select the text color from the Android library and it will be black. After that, the text size should be 20 sp and the text style should be bold. So this text view is completed. After that, you have to add few more views to this layout, and within this is the another text view having the width and height as wrap content, and the layout weight is 1. Also the gravity is bottom, and the text for this text view is the phone number. And what should be the phone number? I'm adding a fake phone number here. Yeah. After that, you have to set the color of the text, and for the color I am taking it as same the previous one, black, and this text view is also completed. And first of all, let me remove this extra space and come out of the first linear layout, and after that we'll be adding a image view and setting its width and height as 30 dp and giving the center as the layout gravity. Also the margin from the start size is 30 dp, and we'll be getting the source image for this image view from the drawable folder, and it is keyboard arrow right. So this image view is also completed, and let me check if something is left. Okay, I have selected the wrong image. I think I'm adding the QR code. Yeah, it is as per the Paytm app, and after that I'll be adding the another image view with the properties width and height as wrap content and the gravity as center, and I'm also taking the source file for this from the drawable folder, and now it is keyword arrow right. Okay, so this image view is also completed. Let me remove this extra space, and now I will be scrolling it down slowly so that if you have messed up somewhere else, then please pause the video and correct your code. Okay, so this is the end of the code for draw navigation header, and it is completed. I think there are no errors, only warnings are there. Yeah. Okay, so let me go to the project. Yeah, project, and select the bottom navigation from the menu, and will be adding the code for the menu from this bottom underscore navigation XML, and will be adding item for the menus. And first of all, I'm adding a item with ID as nav home, and icon I'm taking from the drawable folder, that is IC underscore home. Yeah. After that, I'm adding the title for this item view as home. Okay, so the first option within the menu will be home, and the second will be mall, and for that mall I have added that icons and ID. Okay, it is also added, and the title as mall, so it is also done. After that, the another item, and this will be bank. I think, yeah, this will be bank, and icon will be drawable IC underscore count balance. Okay, and title will be bank. Yeah, so this menu is completed, and now we will come back to this drawer underscore navigation. This is our second menu. Within the menu folder itself, you have to go to this drawer underscore navigation. The previous menu was for bottom underscore navigation. This is for drawer navigation, and within this you have to add some properties in the menu tag itself. What are these properties? That will be, you have to add some, this XMLN tools related URL, but let me try for it. Okay, it is tools. Yeah, it is added, and for this I'm using tools show in, and giving the value as drawer as navigation view. Okay, so it is completed the menu tag part, and now I'm adding the items for it in the group. And first of all, let me add the check behavior as single, and within this group you have to add items, and the first item I'm adding right now, and for the ID I'm taking as my orders, and after that I'm adding the icon for my orders from the drawable folder. There are various images that I have downloaded from the internet, and I'm giving the title for this menu as my orders. So this item is completed. After that, I have to make another item with the ID called my passbook. Yeah, after that you have to add the icon, and the icon is IC content underscore paste. After this, you have to add the title as my passbook, and again add a new item with the ID as nav underscore Paytm payment underscore reminder. And the icon is also present in the driver folder as IC underscore payment. After that, add the title for this. The title is payments. And add another item with the ID nav underscore my credit score. Also, the icon for this is present in the drawable, which is IC underscore adjust, and the title for this is credit score. Okay, let me scroll a little. After that, I have to add another item with the ID as nav underscore my favorite stores. After that, I have to add the icon as IC store, and the title is stores. Yes, stores. After that, add another item, and its ID is nav underscore my loyalty underscore cards. And for the icon, we'll go to the drawable again and select the IC underscore local play. After that, I have to add the title for this. The title is loyalty card. Okay, so it is added, and now we'll be removing this extra space that is present. So this drawer underscore navigation XML is completed, and now we'll move forward and we'll come to this main XML, and in the right side of your screen you will be able to see this screen that we have made up with the help of that drawer navigation. And now these things are complete, and we'll be moving towards the fragments that we have made about 3 fragments, but we'll be working on the home fragment for now. And here you can see that it is that fragment, that is home fragment. And within this home fragment, you have to make modifications. Sorry, it is not the home fragment, it is mall fragment. Yeah, it is mall fragment. I just removed that extra text view and adding the frame layout, and frame layouts is having the background color as white, and we'll be adding the scroll view. After that, the height and width set it as match parent, and the scroll bar size will be 0 dp, and scroll bars will be none. Okay, so within this scroll view you have to add a linear layout with properties width and height as match parent and wrap content, and orientation for this linear layout is vertical. And within this linear layout you have to make image view with the properties width and height as match parent and 100 dp. After that, the gravity will be set up as center, and the padding is 20 dp, and then padding from the right side is 20 dp also. Now I'm adding the source from the driver folder for this, and what will be this is offer fig. Yeah, so this image view is completed. After that, I have to add a horizontal scroll view. Horizontal scroll view, as you have seen in the Instagram story feature, that you have to horizontally scroll to see the stories of different users. So within this horizontal view, you have to give the properties, and it is similar to that scroll view properties, but the margin from the top is 40 dp. And within this horizontal scroll view, you have to add a linear layout with width and height as wrap content and match parent. The orientation is set up as horizontal. After that, you have to add a card view here. The resource for this card view is taken from the dependency that we added in the starting of this video for the card view. And you have to set the width as 120 dp, also the height is same, and you have to give the row weight for the layout. Let me check it. Yeah, it should be in Android, so that layout underscore row weight, and the value should be equals to what? 1. Okay, after that you have to add another properties for this card view, like column weight, and the column weight is also 1, and I have to add Android's stat. Yeah, and now you have to add gravity. The gravity for this card view is set up as center, and now the margin from the left side is 5 dp, also the margin from the right is 5 dp, and the card corner radius is 12 dp. So there is one error, let me check it out. Okay, I miss out that angular bracket, so let me add it here, but cut that linear layout closing part and paste it here. Now you can see the image in the right side of your screen, and the card view is also there. And let me see if it is working. Yeah, it is working now. I have to copy this card view part. Let me copy it, and I will be pasting it here. Yeah, so you can see that. Again paste it, and again make another paste. There should be 4 card view. Yeah, and here you can see that you have to remove this extra space. Okay, and that extra space between linear layout closing and horizontal is there. Okay, also there is so much extra space. Let me remove it. So you can see that the extra space is almost removed. Now I have forgot that the closing of linear layout, that's why there was an error. So place that closing of linear layout just below the closing tab of horizontal scroll view. And now we are just in the part where the inside linear layout is closing, and within this part, let me see what we can add here, as this is also the crucial part. So okay, let me remove this extra space. Okay, so again I have to add a horizontal scroll view. Yeah, and with the height and width as match parent, and the layout margin from the top is 10 dp, and let me add scroll bar size as 0 dp and scroll bars as none. Okay, and close it. After that, within the second horizontal scroll view, you have to add a linear layout with the properties width as wrap, content height as match parent, and orientation is horizontal. And within this linear layout that we have made yet, let me check. Yeah, first of all, copy this card view by pressing Ctrl C and move down, okay, and paste it here, and paste again, and paste again. I think it's 4 times you have to paste it down, the card view that you have copied from the above part. And now to close this, okay, just make sure that you haven't make any mistake yet, because there are no errors in this code, only warnings are there. And I'm just removing this extra space, and now I have to add the text view, and within the text view the layout gravity center, also the margin from the top side is 30 dp, and the font family is serif. Yeah, and after that you have to add the text for this text view. And what will be the text? The text for this text view, I have added that top shopping offers, and with the text color as black, and the text size is 25 sp, and text style is bold. So this text view is also completed, and let me add a image view, and within that image view, the width and height of that image view is set up as match parent and 100 dp. Layout gravity is also set up as center, and margin and padding is 20 dp. And let me add the source file from the driver folder for this image view, and it is as small_img4, the image name. So it is also somewhat completed. You can see that. Let me scroll it down slowly, so that if you have messed up anywhere else in the code, then pause the video and correct the code. I'm scrolling it very slowly so that you can able to see the code properly. There will be no hustling. You will be able to see it very clearly. So yeah, this is the end of this XML file. Let me come back to the top. After that, you have to go to this project and come to that resources part, in which you have to go to layout, and within the layout you are seeing that home layout. Yeah, this is that layout that we are going to modify now. And for this you have to add a background here, and the background image is present in the driver folder, and the orientation is set up as vertical. So in this frame layout we are adding a scroll view, with the following properties as width and height as match parent, and the scroll bar size is 0 dp. Also the scroll bar is none. And within this scroll view you have to add a relative layout with these properties, with as match parent, height as wrap content. After that you have to add horizontal scroll view with the following properties, and the scroll bar size is also 0 dp and the scroll bar is none. And within this horizontal scroll view you have to add few more, not few, there are various views you have to add. So let me add the linear layout first, and in the linear layout I'm adding the properties as width as wrap content, height as 120 dp, orientation is set up as horizontal. Also the padding from the top side is 15 dp. So this is the completion of this linear layout, and inside this linear layout you have to add another linear layout. Yes, there are nested linear layout views, and the width and height is 100 dp, and the margin is 1 dp. Also the orientation for this is different as it is vertical. After that you have to add the image view with 50 dp and height is also 50 dp with the gravity center, and the source will be added from the driver folder, and it is added. Yes, in the right side of your screen you can see that. Okay, after that you have to add the text view, and these are the following properties that will be needed for the text view. I have added the text as pay, and the text alignment is center. After that you have to add the text color that I have to take from the Android library as color white. Okay, let me add the text size as 15 sp. So this is the completion of this text view, and let me remove this extra space. And after that you have to add few more things. So we will be seeing that if we can add another linear layout. Yeah, add another linear layout with width as 100 dp, height as 100 dp. Also the margin is 1 dp here, and now the orientation is vertical. Yeah, after that within this linear layout you have to add another image view with the width and height as 50 dp, and the gravity is same as center as the previous one, and the source will be added from the driver folder, and it is as pass_sa other wallets. Yeah, after that you have to add the text view. What will be the text? So let me add the gravity first as center. Now the text, it is UPI transfer. Okay, and now you have to add some text alignment and margin and all this thing. Let me add the text color first. It is white, present in the Android library. Now you have to add the text size as 15 sp. So this is the completion of that text view and image view inside the linear layout that we have created. So now copy this part of the linear layout, the whole linear layout, you have to copy it, press Ctrl C, copy this linear layout part, and just you have to paste it number of times here. So let me paste it. Yeah, I have pasted. And now you have to change fewer properties, such as you have to change the image views source as gift voucher and the text views text as you have to add it as the passbook. Yeah, again you have to paste the linear layout that you have copied, so paste it here. Yeah, and now change the driver source, it is cashback. Okay, and you have to also change the text of this text view and remove this UPI transfer. After that you have to add as cashback. Okay, so this thing is completely okay, and now you have to check paste it again, the linear layout. Oh, okay, I have undo this. Okay, I have undone this just because there might be some checkups for that if I'm going wrong or something is messed up. Let me check. I think everything is okay, there are no such problems, and the horizontal scroll view is there, of course. So check out that the closing part is okay. Yeah, also the properties are looking good. Okay, so now do the same thing, just paste it here, and after that change the properties, and you have to change this travel source, add that wallet, and now the text views text will be changed to add money. Okay, so this thing is completed, the linear layout is okay, and now you have to paste it again and change the source file from the driver folder, and it is as driver slash pass wallet food. Yeah, change the text view to the stores. Okay, so this linear layout is also completed. After that paste it again, and let me first change the text view. Now it is accept payments, and you remain the driver sources remain same, don't worry about that. And now just remove this extra space. Also there are more extra spaces between the closing tags. Okay, so now the first part is completed, and after the close tag of horizontal scroll view you have to add another linear layout with height and width as match parent. Also the margin from the top side is 120 dp, and the background is taken from the drawable itself. Orientation is vertical. Okay, and we'll be adding the card views here. And first of all let me add a text view with gravity as center, and the height is 35 dp. Also the margin from the bottom is 1 dp, and the background is taken from the driver folder as shape5 form. gravity as center. Finally, these things completed, and let me add the text for the offers. What should be the text? As watches, sunglasses at flat 60% is better, I think. Yeah, cashback. Okay, let me add the text alignment as center. Now the very important text color is taken from the Android library. Okay, I have added it from the color library, but it does not look good. Let me change it. Okay, first of all, I'm adding the text size. This is 16 sp. Okay, text view is also completed. Don't worry about the text view. So let me change the color. It was looking as odd. Taking the white color is looking good. Yeah. So this text view is completed, and now I have to add another linear layout with width and height as match parent, and the base alignment is set as false. Orientation is horizontal. Okay, after this you have to add another linear layout, and the width and height as match parent, and the margin from the layout will be 1 dp. Also the layout weight is 1. And now the background is taken from Android library. Android color, and it's color and then white. Okay, now the gravity is set as center. Orientation is vertical for this linear layout. I have closed this linear layout, and within this linear layout you have to add an image view with width and height as 50 dp. Also the source for this image view, you have to take it from the drawable as IC_airplay. Okay, after that you have to add some text in the text view, and that text will be movie tickets, so you can see that. And the alignment center, also the size is 15 sp. It's the close of that text view. Remove this extra space. After that you can see that this linear layout is closing here, but we have to copy this linear layout. Okay, let me copy it, Ctrl+C. After that you have to paste it just below the closing of this linear layout. Okay, I have pasted it here. And now you have to change few properties. What are these properties? The first one is the image views picture is different from the image view, and the second one is the text. So let me first change the image views picture. I've changed it to on Android. Text as mobiles. Okay, and it is completed. So again paste it here. After that you have to change the drawable source file again as light verb outline, and the text will also be changed to electricity. Okay, it is looking good. And now again you have to paste it again and change the drawable to IC phone Android, add it again. Okay, don't worry. And then the text should be Google Play. Yeah, so this is completed. Now you have to remove this extra space if you're getting there, and we'll move forward at the end of the closing of the linear layout second, and make the linear layout just below it with the properties as layout width as match parent and height as match parent, and baseline aligned as false, orientation is horizontal, and again paste the linear layout that you have copied already and just change the properties. Now we are doing all these things inside the linear layout, that is our third linear layout. Okay, let me add the text as bills. Again you have to paste it. Okay, so paste it here and change the image views source picture. From the drawable folder it is present as gift voucher. Okay, oh, it was not that gift voucher, it is, let me add something else, IC stores. It is looking okay, and let me add the text as, first of all remove this movie tickets and add as, and now you have to paste it again and just change the resource from the drawable and also the text is now train tickets. Okay, so this linear layout is also complete. Just paste it again, the copied linear layout part here, yeah, and change the drawable resource name as phone Android and the text as postpaid. Okay, it is post and paid. Yeah, so this is complete as the linear layout containing image view and the text view. After that you have to come out and remove this extra space. Okay, remove this extra space from here also, and now here you have to create another linear layout with width and height as match parent and match parent. Base aligned is false and orientation is horizontal. Now within this linear layout you have to add the copied linear layout, so just paste it and change the values as per image view and text views, as you already know that. And now paste it again and change the, let me wait yeah, it is shopping basket, yes, and the movie is, it is remove that movie tickets, add toys. Okay, and then again come out of this linear layout and paste it again. Okay, don't paste it, wait a minute before pasting the newer thing. Let me check some things is missing. Okay, you have to close this linear layout here, I forgot to close that. Now you have to paste it again here and change the text and add food instead of text previous one, and change this drawable resource as is IC, and then store is the better option. Yeah, now again you have to paste it one more time, so just come out of this linear layout and then paste it here, just above. Yeah, paste it, and then change these things again as the text more, and now remove this extra space. Okay, so we are now out of the second linear layout too, and on the closing of second linear layout we are making a image view with height 200 dp and width as match parent, gravity center and margin from the top is 1 dp, and the background is shape 6 form that we are taking from drawable, and the padding is 20 dp. Okay, after that add the source file for this image view. The source file is of our pick, so it is looking good. And then again you have to add a image view with width and height as match parent, and the source is stored in drawable as footer logos. So okay, after that you have to remove this extra space, and don't worry about the code, I will scroll it slowly. If you have messed up somewhere, then don't worry, you'll be getting another chance to correct it. So okay, I have removed extra space from all these things. This is the frame layout, the last one. After that there is some kind of error, I think. Yeah, let me check it out. If I checked it out at where the error exists, so let me see. The closing ones are good. Let me check out. Okay, so we misunderstandingly we deleted these things, so add it again. So now you can see that there are no errors. So I will come to the top, and then I'll make change in the frame layout to the linear layout for the top view. And then now I'm slowly scrolling it so that you can pause it if you have error in some views, one view or more view, you have to correct them. And you can see the layout in the right side of your screen. It is somewhat looking like the Paytm app. Also the Paytm is making changes to their apps recently. There are various Paytm apps, Paytm banks, and that Paytm mall app is different. And I tried to make this. Okay, so all these things are clear. Now we have to move to the Java code of our project. So let me see in the main XML it is correct. Also there are no errors, and I'm just scrolling it again. If you have messed up, then please check it out. After that I will come to the project, and in this I'll go to the Java and I'll come in the main activity. So this is our main activity, And now we have to modify certain things in this activity. So let me do some modifications within this main activity. First of all, let me get to the full screen and minimize that. Okay. After that, I have to add some draw layout object kind of thing, and it is drawer. And after that, you have to make a bottom navigation view as bottom nav and match it with the XML by find view by id and then r.id dot bottom navigation as the id. Okay. After that, you have to get that set on navigation item selected listener, and then you have to pass nav listener. Leave it for the future coding. Nav listener will be implemented, don't worry about it. There is error, I know, but after some time this error will be gone. Okay, so as you are seeing that I have added two things. That first of all, I have added the draw layout drawer and then bottom navigation view, and now I have set up that set on navigation item selected listener, and within this you can see that what the nav listener is going to be. Okay, so let me code here, but before going to code, let me add comment to that line so that if I get error, then I'll be able to differentiate between these errors. So now I have added the fragment support, and as we are using the fragments, we have 3 fragments here. So we are getting the home fragment as the first fragment into our fragment container, and then I'm just committing it. Okay, after that you have to add the toolbar, and for that you have to import it, alt plus enter press, and then r.id dot toolbar. After that you have to add drawer and just match it with the drawer in our XML file. It is drawer underscore layout. After that, the action bar drawer toggle, and then create the toggle. Okay, and you have to pass the context, that is this, and then the drawer, then toolbar, and then you have to add door open and close within the strings. Navigation drawer underscore open, and the second is r dot string dot navigation underscore drawer underscore close. So this is also completed, but you have to give the value for these. So just press alt enter and click on the first, same alt enter, click on the first, then OK. So all these things are good in a state as there are no errors, only warnings are there. After that you have to add drawer listener for the drawer and pass toggle within it, and from toggling you have to call that sync state so that you can differentiate your click on the draw layout items. So now what is left out? Okay, let me just remove this extra space first of all, and let me uncomment this. After this I have to make a function. What kind of function I'm making is taking its modifier as private, and then it is bottom navigation dot on navigation selected listener, and it is named as nav listener. And it is not a function, it is an object, and within that object we are calling for that on navigation item selected. And what we are going to add here, the values of our fragments. The fragments selected, which one is the selected fragment. So I'm making that fragment select fragment, and first of all I'm assigning it to null. Then by using the switch, switch is very useful when we are talking about the options of the menu. So for the switch you have to get that menu item dot get item id, but there is error. So yeah, it is item, and then get item id. Okay, fine. After that, within this switch you have to make different cases. The first case is for nav home. This is the first fragment home, and you have to make the home fragment selected to the select fragment and then break it. So now you have to make different cases. So copy this part and paste it here. Okay, after this you have to change these values as mol, and change the home fragment as mol fragment, and change this also to the bank, and the fragment will also be changed to the bank fragment. So it is okay, fine, everything is good. Now just remove this extra space first of all. After that you have to get support fragment manager, and then you have to begin the transaction, and then replace the current fragment, that is our container, fragment container, and that it select fragment. Okay, then commit it. Fine. So this is also done. Now you have to remove this extra space and make it returns true instead of false. Okay, it is the end of our class. Main activity. Let me see, there is an error. Okay, we are missing semicolon, so you have to put that semicolon. We missed it. Now you have to write some method by overriding. So first of all, remove that override, then write just on backpress, the override will come along with it. Okay, and in this on backpress you have to make if cases for the drawer. If the drawer is open, and we get to know by the gravity dot start. So drawer dot close drawer, close it, and pass the same gravity compact dot start, and do the same for it. It is gravity compact, not gravity. Okay, so this is else part, and within this else part you have to write what will be this else part will contain. Let me see. So that super method will be called in it. Okay, so I'm on the top of this class, and then now you can see that there are no errors. I'm just scrolling it, and if you have messed up somewhere, then please pause the video and watch it. It is .replace r.id fragment.commit. Okay, and here you can see that in the else part it is super.on backpressed. So everything is good now. For now, we will be clicking on this project, and okay, now let me see if there is something left out. Okay, so we are now going to run this app, I think. Yes, so we click on this run button, click on it. I have clicked on it, so it is installed in my device, but there are some UI problems, so let me correct them. And for correcting them, let me see what is left out. So I am in the main XML activity, and in this activity, the navigation view, the last part is missing one thing, that is what it is missing. It is missing, I think, gravity part. Yeah, layout gravity. I'm trying to add it, but it is not showing it in the suggestion bar. It must be there. Don't worry, let me add Android and colon here. Okay, so now it worked out. It is good. I have added this. You must add this, and then I'm just rerunning my app. And now also there are some problems, so let me go to the values, and within the values I'm in the styles, and let me add some styles. You have to pause the video and just write this style name app theme dot no action bar, and within this 2 items will be added. Okay, and let me come to the manifest part and add that theme here. So where it will be added, to paste it within this activity. Now paste it here. I have pasted these 2 lines, as you can see that. So now I am in the main activity, and I have to add the toolbar dot set logo, and I am setting the logo from the drawable folder. And for that I have to go to this and check the name of this. Okay, it is search. Yeah, so by this I am setting the search bar. The logo will be used for it, adding the search bar. So okay, this is also added, and there are no errors. And let me finally run my app and see what will be the output. So it is building, Gradle is building the running part, so you have to wait it for a minute or few seconds. It completely depends upon your device or machine, that how much time it takes in the building part. So you can see that this is the UI part that we have designed for our Paytm app project. And if you code in XML, then you can design any layouts or any app. So it is installed successfully, but the screen is not there. Let me bring the screen. For that, I have to, just clicking on that Scarpy. That is my software that I have downloaded. As you can see that our app is there. And let me click on the small part. It is partially designed, but this is looking, good. It is somewhat same as Paytm UI. So let me close it. So this is the end of our video. You must subscribe our channel.